It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of the game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second down, Young. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. A first down throw for Young. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reeves. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. And you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
They'll throw again. Young to the right side. He's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Running right, here's Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They will run for the first time here with White. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Javon Kinlaw. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 26. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know when actors get ready for a seat.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And Young's throw there incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Young's throw taken in by Cooper here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches. That speaks loudly in volumes.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up. It's a foot race. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Give him 30 yards there. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers about ready to take over. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done. That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Young now. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Young on 3rd down. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
This is fielded at the 27. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now here's the former Panther. Had some great years with him. It's Christian McCaffrey. And a nice spin into some open field. Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Niners are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They go play action here. Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Moody good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Young to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Reeves. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, Young. This hauled in by Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Play fake. Now Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Willis. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. This one caught by Kittle. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Dancing to his left. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 19 yards away, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball?
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A second down throw for Purdy.
Steps away. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, what a catch by Samuel.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Fast footwork by Sanders.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Young. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now here's Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Young. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? That throw by Young incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Miles Sanders. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And you'd have to figure, he got the ball quite a bit last drive. You see the numbers, that now they're looking to chew some clock. He's going to get it even more here.
I would think so, because they have momentum going in their direction. They moved the ball that way on their last drive, and you know they're trying to lock this game down. But also, don't be surprised if they mix in a few passes along the way as well, so they can't just totally key on him on this drive.
Interesting. We'll see if that happens. Either way, looking to hold this lead. Let's see if they can do it. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They find some open field here. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. First down, Young. Left side here to Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here is Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A second down throw for Young.
And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up third down.
They go play action. Young. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
Danny Gray.
61 yards.
And the Niners have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Young to throw it.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Young. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Going for it with Sanders. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now Purdy.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Play action. Now Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And we'll see what he can do on the return.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And here's Sanders on first down, but going nowhere as he's tackled well behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Here's Young from the shotgun.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now Moody for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're...
And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return will stop right around the 25. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. McLaughlin for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Purdy off the play fake.
Going for it all. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Purdy now to throw.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
An extra point try now for Moody.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young will set to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Young now from the 50.
And once again, this is Sanders.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for San Francisco, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.